All right, welcome back into the Bettor half hour. We've been talking World Cup all week. We keep it rolling. Two more quality clubs. We start out with what seems to be a club that has had an opportunity to win every single World Cup, hasn't done it, but we're talking England. They have, to their credit, come off a 2018 semifinals run, and you know about the Euro Cup. They almost won it in the finals. Here they are. Of course, to qualify and win the group, they surely should. USA, really their only quality competition. Now, in the World Cup all time, this is a 29, 21, and 19 national team. They were champions in 66. That was their only finals appearance. You know how important soccer is to England. So they come in, they take it very seriously. Since failing to qualify in 94, they have passed the group stage in 5 of the last 6. So again, you're seeing 1,200 down to win 100, rightfully so. This is a very well-balanced, stacked club. If you watch the Premier League, you'll recognize a lot of these names. Now, 4th place in 2018 was their best finish since 1990, so they are trending upwards, have a lot of quality young players, so they're going to be absolutely competitive. Now, going back to last World Cup, just talking this out, they did allow a goal in each group stage game, 8 total goals in 3 games. They scored. So obviously they could put the ball in the old onion bag, but they gave up as well some defensive lapses. They did finish, though, at the bottom of the Nations League with just 3 points. Let's talk about some of their players, though. Harry Kane, Raheem Sterling. Sterling, of course, now with Chelsea. Kane killing it with Tottenham. Now, Kane, 6 goals to lead all scoring in last World Cup. Kane this year in phenomenal form. 12 goals, 15 Premier League games, 12 goals in the World Cup qualifying games. Now, they're going to bring in Jude Bellingham, if you know him from Dortmund, one of the youngest players for this club, but expected to make an impact. He has scored in 4 of the 5 UCL games this season for Dortmund. Now, this is a little bit of an advanced stat, but I'm just letting you know, they can put the noggin on the ball in England. Harry Maguire, John Stones, 2 great defenders, and Harry Kane, all in top 10 aerial headers won. So this game a lot comes down to corner kicks and inside the box. This England team makes sure the noggin gets on them. We know about Mason Mount for Chelsea, Marcus Rashford, who was with the club last time, and Phil Foden out of City. Again, the team is stacked. Let's talk about who they have in their competition. Of course, they go against Iran, they go against the U.S., and they have Wales. Wales, there's a ton of history there between those two, but England is the older brother, Wales is the little brother. Now, we do remember, if you went back to the Monday segment, Team USA did win the group last time they were with England, but that was on goal differential. Let's talk a little bit about some bets to fire on for England here as we look at it. Now, advancing to the quarterfinals, there's some juice, but it could be worth firing on. They've reached the quarters in 3 out of their last 5 World Cups, coming off their best finish in nearly 30 years. If there is such a thing, a momentum from cup to cup, I think England does have it. Now, they have advanced past the group stage in 5 out of the last 6. And let's talk about Harry Kane as the top World Cup scorer. He had 6 last time. It seems to be the magic number. He got that when he got the Golden Boot by a 2-goal margin in 2018. And again, 12 goals in 8 World Cup qualifying games. He's not just putting it in the back of the net in the Premier League. He's doing it on the international level. I think it's worth a sprinkle. And then over 8.5 goals in the tournament. They went over this with 12 goals in 2018. This is really an overplay based off how far they can get in the tournament. They're not going to score in bunches, but they will score just about every game. If they go deep, over 8.5 is a great call. All right. Let's keep it pushing. Let's talk a little Spain. If you play FIFA, you already know one of the best teams to play with. Here they are to qualify. Ton of juice to lay to win the group. Virtual pick'em. Now, they've won one World Cup. It was in 2010, and they have an all-time record of 30, 15, and 8. They've advanced past the group stage in 7 of the last 9, only missed the last 2. They've made the semifinals only once since 1950. In 2018, last World Cup, huge disappointment in the group stage. You remember, if you watch them closely, they lost in penalties to Russia, 2 draws against Portugal and Monaco. So they're coming back, Snickers hangry. They have been one of the final 4 teams standing, for what it's worth, in the last 3 tournaments. That's 2 Nation Leagues and 1 Euro. They got 5 Barcelona's players on this squad. They're coming in. Just know, when they won the World Cup, they did it with minimal offense and immaculate defense. They ran the table, only scoring 8 goals and only giving up 2. That's incredible if you really think about it. 7 games, 2 goals given up. Now they have Simon as their goalkeeper for Athletic, he has opportunity to be a bright spot for them as well. Let's take a look at who they are dancing in the rest of the group. They go against Germany. Spain seems to always land against Germany. Ton of history in the World Cup, 8-8-9 all time. Their last meeting was in the 2010 World Cup. Of course, the 1-0 win for Spain. They're 2-1 versus Costa all time. Not a ton of history against Japan. This is a group they should win without question, in my opinion. Let's talk over here, though, about some of our best bets. To get eliminated in the round of 16 at 3-1, I really like it. Again, them and Germany will go back and forth in the group stage. But this team to lose, they've only made it past the round of 16 twice in the last 6 World Cups. It's worth a sprinkle. Over under 8.5 goals, you got to go under. When they were winning, they still went under. They had 7 in the last World Cup. To me, again, 38th in shots on target in the Nations Tournament. I don't love that. But Simon to win the Golden Glove. If they're going to do this, if they're going to make a run, it's all D. It's all on Simon. 8-1. That is your breakdown for the World Cup.